I just love that there's a movie trilogy that makes magic cool again. Because magic was never not cool. The thing about these Now You See Me movies is that nobody's actually anxious to line up to see the next one like we used to be with the Marvel movies. But when one comes out, it's a pleasant surprise. And Now You See Me, Now You Don't is part 3 for anybody that's counting. Was just that. It was a pleasant surprise. It's not groundbreaking, and it doesn't stray from the formula that's been set by the previous 2 movies. One thing I can say I appreciate about the Now You See Me franchise is that they don't get cartoonishly ridiculous with each installment like the Fast and the Furious series. But make no mistake, whether audiences are clamoring for it or not, this is definitely going to turn into the next Fast and the Furious franchise. So strap in, because I don't see this series vanishing anytime soon. Now, this 3rd installment, while it is a fun one and done, not only do they leave it open for a 4th movie, but they proactively make it a prequel to the next movie. You know, the Marvel formula. It's just that I don't think there's as many people waiting to see the next one. The series itself is like a magic show. You enjoy it when it's happening. You walk out completely satisfied, but by the next day, you can't tell anybody what the tricks were. And of course, this is a legacy sequel where the baton is being passed down to the younger generation of magicians, which is yet another signal that we're getting much more of these. Could this series go off the rails by demanding you suspense all of your disbelief? Could they end up going into space and making the moon disappear? It's possible, but they're not at that point yet. This 3rd installment, like I said, is still grounded. Well, as grounded as a Now You See Me movie can be. And they still show you how the tricks are done, which I appreciate because knowing how those tricks are done makes it possible for you to collect the clues to figure out how they reached the conclusion that they reach. Like at the very beginning, the 4 horsemen were doing some weird Sonic the Hedgehog stuff. But before I waved the movie off, there was a perfectly reasonable explanation. And of course, they do still trick you when they want you to be part of the paying audience that came to watch these magicians perform. So the whole band was together, just like a sequel should be. There were some fine additions, and I think the new kids that joined the 4 horsemen were a lot of fun. I feel like the new kids that joined them, they did a good job balancing their fanboy side or fangirl side, as well as held their own to justify their inclusion into the 4 horsemen. So definitely download and watch Now You See Me, Now You Don't. You're not going to be disappointed. It won't be a wasted night. What's your favorite Now You See Me movie? Or what's your favorite magic movie? Just don't say The Prestige, because everybody's going to say that. Thanks for watching, and remember to subscribe so that I could see you in the next video.